Hey, good morning, guys. It's time to get outside and check it out. Man, it's so oh, what's this pretty little thing? Look at this little surprise. Aren't those pretty? Huh. And those little yellow dandelions are just not as thick as they had them there in at Elizabeth's place, but yep, we got them here. Little honeybees are on them. That's so nice to see. Man, it's beautiful out here today. This big tree here, the sycamores, leaves are finally coming out on it. They're one of the later ones to come on. We got this one here that they got the hammock on, and this is a mimosa tree. I think it's one of the last ones to pop out. Let's see, it looks like they're having some little greenery coming out on it finally, right in there. So we got it here between the redbud and the mimosa. They put a place to relax over here by the water, which is running pretty good. They got to get their little weed whacker out, get this trimmed down. Nothing like coming out here sitting by the creek and listening to the thing run. It's just pretty neat. I like for it to stay like this year round, but it used to. But the water tables have changed. Upstream from this, it does stay. There are pockets of water that have fish in it, so it stays year round. But we got this little stream here coming out of our hillside there in front of our home. It's coming through the yard and works its way down through here and into the creek. But oh, it's pretty. This is a good place for kids to play right there in the water. Be a perfect place for them. Pretty neat. Man, it's beautiful out here today. We got some. This yellow weed is a wild mustard, and you can, when those grow and get up and the blooms all come together, you got little pods on them. You can actually take those pods that have seeds in them, and you can make mustard out of them. But put vinegar and whatever you do to make mustard. I've never done it, but I've heard of that. So yeah, it's pretty neat out here. Yeah. Oh, there goes a leopard frog. The water went down since we was here last week, or when I left Friday. It was up quite a bit Friday. We had more rain Thursday night, so this was still rolling pretty heavy Friday. But yeah, it's nice to get out here. Check it out. Got to get over that chicken house over there and make a place inside for them babies today. Move those pallets. That's what we're going to frame it up inside, make some frames, and then we can finish it out. Something about water just draws me to it. Always has. Back when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a forestry or a conservation agent of sorts. Somehow to get out in the timber. That's always something I've wanted to do. Yeah, we'll get this here all cleaned up, get these saplings out of here. We'll have a creek, this whole yard, we'll have access to it, and we can clean out in it. And that'll be pretty sweet. So let me walk down here and see what we can get into. Got across that old garden bed. Looks like they mowed my pathway today, or this weekend. Makes it pretty nice. have a way to get down and walk without worrying about the ticks and the chiggers. Little pigs are happy. But I've got Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 7 here today. And I want to get into these references here because the risen Christ revealed a message to Paul that he didn't reveal to Peter and James and John, strictly for Paul. And I go through these references, each verse, and pull the references together and to get the message out of Paul's letters, to get a better understanding of it. And so I'm going through the book of Ephesians right now. We'll probably follow up after this one to get into Colossians, God willing. So let me get set up over here somewhere. Looks like a beautiful spot down here. Let's see. So Ephesians 4:7, and these are the references that we have, and I'll leave these down under the video too, so you'll have them there. And Ephesians 4:7, now to each one of us was given grace in accord with the gratuity of Christ. Wherefore he is saying, ascending on high, he captures captivity and gives gifts to mankind. Now, he ascended, what is it except that he first descended also into the lower parts of the earth? He who descends is the same who ascends also up over all who are of the heavens, that he should be completing all. And the same one gives these indeed as apostles, yet these as prophets, these as evangelists, yet these as pastors and teachers, toward the adjusting of the saints for the work of dispensing, for the upbuilding of the body of Christ, unto the end that we should all attain the unity of the faith and of the realization of the Son of God, to a mature man, to the measure of the stature of the complement of the Christ, that we may by no means still be minors, surging hither and thither, and being carried about by every wind of teaching, by human caprice, by craftiness, with a view to the systematizing of the deception. Ephesians 4:8-14. Now, having graces excelling, in accord with the grace which is given to us, whether prophecy, exercise it in accord with the analogy of the faith, or dispensing in the dispensation, or the teacher in teaching, or the entreater in entreaty, the sharer with generosity, the presider with diligence, the merciful one with glee. Romans 12:6-8. Now, to each one is being given the manifestation of the Spirit, with a view to expedience. For to one, indeed, through the Spirit is being given the word of wisdom, yet another the word of knowledge, according to the same Spirit, yet to another faith by the same Spirit, yet to another the graces of healing by the one Spirit, yet to another operations of powerful deeds, yet to another prophecy, and to another discrimination of spirits, yet to another species of languages, yet to another translation of languages. Now all these, one and the same Spirit is operating, apportioning to each his own, according as he is intending. Now you are the body of Christ, and members of a part, whom also God indeed placed in the ecclesia. First apostles, second prophets, and third teachers, thereupon powers, thereupon graces of healing, and supports, pilotage, species of languages. Not all are apostles, and not all are teachers. Not all have powers. Not all have the graces of healing. Not all are speaking languages. Not all are interpreting. Yet be zealous for the greater graces. And still, I am showing you a path suited to transcendence. 1 Corinthians 12:27-31. Through the evangel of which I became the dispenser, in accord with the gratuity of the grace of God, which is granted to me in accordance with his powerful operation. To me, less than the least of all saints, was granted this grace, to bring the evangel of the untraceable riches of Christ to the nations. Untraceable riches. Wow. And to enlighten all as to what is the administration of the secret, which has been concealed from the eons in God. Ephesians 3, 7 through 9. Now, working together, we are also entreating you not to receive the grace of God for naught. 2 Corinthians 6, 1. Now, we must not be boasting immeasurably, but according to the measure of our range, which God parts to us, to reach on us as far as you also. For it is not as though not reaching unto you, we are overstretching ourselves, for we outstrip others even as far as you in the evangel of Christ, not boasting immeasurably in toils, yet having the expectation, your faith growing, to be magnified among you superabundantly, according to our range, so as to bring the evangel beyond you, not to boast in another's range over that which is ready. Now he who is boasting in the Lord, let him be boasting. For not he who is commending himself is qualified, but whom the Lord is commending. 2 Corinthians 10, 13 through 18. Since you surely hear the administration of the grace of God that is given to me for you. Ephesians 3, 2. For I am saying, through the grace which is given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to be overweening beyond your disposition must be, but to be of a sane disposition, as God parts to each the measure of faith. Romans 12, 3. Wow, I'll wrote that up. I'm going to add to that. Greg had sent me a message on Ephesians 4, I think it's verse 8, where it says, ascending on high, he captures captivity and gives gifts to mankind. I've never understood that, and Greg has sent me a comment. Y'all can see it back. I'll have to find it. I'll find it and I'll copy it off and read it. It clarifies some things to me, and to understand things. I'm still learning in this stuff. I've not studied anything out of Paul's letters, so what I'm learning is awesome. So anyway, so there's that. I like to take y'all for a walk, but it's 13 minutes into this thing. I thought about doing the video where I just get out and just walk, and just show you things, But I know that sometimes these can get long, and it's good to have short videos sometimes. There's some more mustard over there. What a beautiful day. Anyway, I think it's time to get up and get out, see what God's got for us. This is Monday morning. I'm making this. I don't know, it's probably 11 o'clock in the morning. The birds they was really nice and chirpy this morning early. How was that little critter went scooching by? Where did you go, little buddy? There's a little lizard. I just caught a glimpse of him down in the weeds. But anyway, they've got my path mowed pretty good. I can get Marcia down here, and we'll sit over here. And oh, aren't these a neat little flower? Look at these pretty flowers. Oh, they're just beautiful. I don't know what the name of those are yet, but not to say that I won't. Anyway, be a perfect place to come out and have a picnic. I think I'll get Marcia down here. That'd be pretty nice. Tree frogs, peepers we call them, are out here. But anyway, it's going to be a great day. I hope you all have a good day. Hope it's nice at your area. grace and peace to you guys. Marcia and I appreciate you, really do appreciate you hanging out with us. So, we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See you then.